Hey guys, so today I am drawing my doing my process work for correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I might mispronounce this, but it's called Nargacuga from Monster Hunter. It's this it looks like a bat. My friend said it was kind of like a panther dragon reptile type of creature from Monster Hunter. I don't play the game, so I'm not totally familiar with them, but my friend shows me like pictures and screenshots of different monsters from the game because he plays it a lot. So this is how I kind of familiarize myself with them, but I'm not entirely sure completely of what they are. So for this video, I just basically drew Nargacuga as a shape-shifting person. I like drawing like shape-shifting dragons, like dragons that can turn into people, but they're actually still dragons. So this one I did of Nargacuga. So yeah, so first I am coloring in his skin. I basically wanted his skin to be the same color as like what the monster was, so I ended up doing like a dark blue. It's not really a navy blue, it's a different type of blue, so I used that instead of navy blue just because this wasn't super, like, I didn't want it to be super, I wanted it to be more like a muted blue. So yeah, there's not much I can talk about in terms of Monster Hunter and like the creature itself, just because again I don't play it, so I'm just going to talk about my process work instead. So yeah, so now I'm shading in his face. Instead of having like for the instead of like having his like human hands, I just made it that his hands can't really shapeshift, so he has the paws that they have, so they have like these big giant paws, and my friend said like their forearms are like super huge, like their legs are just super huge in general. So yeah, I accidentally drew his arms longer than like an actual person, but to be honest, it's very fitting for this type of creature, so it worked out in my favor in terms of that. But as you can see, like I kept his paws and I kept his claws as well. Now I'm adding the dark gray. It kind of looks like black. For the picture reference, it's not super clear if it's black or gray. It looks like a darker gray anyways in like bright light, and then in like a darker lighting it looks like it's black. So I ended up going for this dark gray that was on the edge of looking like it was a black marker. So yeah, and then I'm just coloring in his paws as well. I decided to give him the pattern on his like from his nose to his mouth to his chin area, just because they have like this beak thing, but I didn't want to give him like a beak for a mouth. And then I am coloring in his lips with like a black color. It's another dark gray. It's not actually black for this, but I used it to shade in the other parts as well. And then I go over with like an actual black marker for his claws. I didn't give him a beak just because I thought that would be strange. Instead, I wanted to be more human looking, so I gave him like sharp teeth like the actual creature itself, but I didn't give him like the beak, as I said. And then I just went over the eyes. Their eyes look kind of orangey yellow. They're like glowing in the reference that I used, so that's what I used. I'm not really sure entirely, like it might not be super accurate to how their eyes are, but this is the best that I got from like the reference that I was using. And then I am coloring in his hair. For his hair, I was debating on going a shade darker. So, like, the shades that I used to actually shade in, like, the blue that I used to shade in his actual skin color, I was going to use that for the hair itself. But I thought it was too many dark blues. So, I went for, like, a lighter blue instead. It's kind of like a highlighter color to be honest, but it stands out more and it doesn't blend in too much with his skin. But I still wanted it to be blue color just because the creature itself was like completely blue. So yeah, so now I'm just shading in everything. So I'm using a darker blue than the one that I used to color the base, and then after this I switch over to like a darker shade, so a second like shading, so that way I can get everything like for the shapes of the actual strands of hair and stuff like that. I wanted those to pop, so I used this darker blue that I'm using now for that. For his hairstyle, it was like spiky on the back and spiky in the front. There's like this that split bang hairstyle thing. And then for the actual back of his hair, which you can't see, but you'll notice in the front there's two strands that are going down. I'm going to be coloring those in pink. So there's two strands going down that are like twisty. So I wanted him to have like straight and curly hair at the same time. So yeah, so now you'll see like the actual like curly parts of his hair. The reason why I did blue and pink was because I wanted him to have pink highlights because his ears actually have a hint of pink inside of them. So I wanted that to kind of be the same thing with his hair. So he has like some pink going on his hair, but not too much. And then now I am coloring in his ears. For these, I don't normally like going for like human ears just because I think the fluffy ears are super cute. So for shapeshifters, I mainly go for like the animalistic ears. So for dragons, half of the time I'll go for like the dragon ears, but other halves I'll go for like human ears. For this one, because it's the Nargacuga, I really wanted to go for like actual their fluffy ears because it's super fluffy. And then now I am coloring part of his wings. So they can fold their wings, so this is kind of like the wings folded up, but their actual wingspan is really huge according to what my friend told me. So this is just folded because I didn't have a lot of space with like what I was doing. And then I colored in blue, and then on the tips of it I colored in like, first I layered it with this skin tone that I had, and then I put strands of pink, so that way it was like a layering of that color, because it kind of looks like a skin tone, but kind of, I don't know if this makes sense, but it kind of looks like there's blush on it, because it's like pink, so I ended up doing skin tone, and then layer on top like pink colors, so that way it looks similar to that. For his clothing, he has a white t-shirt, and then actually for his he has like a cardigan. I'm gonna go with the fact that it was a cardigan. I didn't really think about what I was drawing, except for I didn't want like a hoodie, so I guess I went for a cardigan when I went for like drawing his outfit. And then he has a white not t-shirt, but tank top. I think I said t-shirt before. I want to correct myself. That's a tank top. So yeah, but I didn't want too much color in, and the purple goes well with like the dark blue because they're both cool colors. I didn't want like super bright colors. The only bright color I wanted in this drawing was the pink, and yeah, that's basically it. but the white tank top is to be minimal. So yeah, so that's basically it for this drawing. If you want to see my other drawings, they are in my drawings playlist, and definitely check it out. And if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to check down in the description box below all my social medias there. Go like and follow those if you want to see like the process work. I'll be taking pictures of it. Don't mind the lighting in this outlining process though. To be honest, for some reason I think the lighting outside changed because my blinds, like the curtains that I have, the light just shines through. So like when the lighting changes, it changes like the whole like color of when I'm actually filming for like anything. So don't mind that. It's like kind of muted. It looked way worse. I put a filter over this whole clip so that way you guys could see, like, I made it warmer so that way the drawing would stand out more. But honestly, it was way worse. So I hope you guys like aren't too bothered by like the change in like the color for the lighting. But yeah, that's something that I couldn't control with like my camera because I didn't notice it until I filmed and I already filmed it. So yeah. But yeah, so I'm just going over and outlining everything, including his claws and his hands. I didn't really do any of the detailing for the scales, because when you look closely, they actually have scales on their fur, but I ended up not doing that and just leaving that out because I thought the picture was already pretty busy anyway. So yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be posting the process work. Yeah, bye.